Another episode of Friday Night Truth. Back again. We got Tarik from American Dude Beard Co. here coming to hang out. We've been chopping it up a little bit. I recently got some stuff sent over to review, which I will be doing that review soon. I actually spent some time prepping it yesterday, and then I got the oil and beard today. Yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you, man?
Yeah, it's been a busy day. Spent 8 hours at work, did 90 phone calls, and because I work at a call center, and it was just madness.
That's a lot of phone calls.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for having me on your show, man. I really appreciate it.
No, 100%. It just kind of it worked out organically, and like between when we initially were talking about like me getting some stuff out to review, and then like we just started chopping it up and hanging out and like talking a whole lot, and then just worked out well. So and you mentioned, I think when we were talking, this is your first ever like live stream that you've been on, and also like first ever interview, which is cool.
Right. I mean, I've had a few job interviews, but those don't count.
Yeah, no, but like a live stream, like coming on an interview. Yeah. Yep. That's awesome. That's super cool. Yeah. So why don't you kind of introduce yourself and tell the audience a little bit about like kind of what you're about, like, and then we'll get into your company here in a few minutes.
All right, well, my name is Tarik. I'm a first generation American. My parents are both of Palestinian descent. They came here before my two siblings were born. So, so they came here and they pursued the American dream, and it provided for them. And throughout my upbringing, my parents both taught me to appreciate this country and what it does for us. So that's where I am today. My company is called American Dude Company, and a lot of it stems from the love of this country and the appreciation that I have for it.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. That's super cool. What's up, Aaron Rogers? Thanks for coming in. We'll get some more people trickling in here. But yeah, what are some kind of getting to know you a little bit more before we talk about your company? What are some things that you enjoy doing in your free time?
Well, things changed a little bit after I had children. Yeah. So right now, my free time consists of hanging out with family as much as I can. I love spending time with my children, teaching them lessons, playing games with them, going out, doing different things. I like to expose them to a lot of things. I think it's very important for a young mind to be cultured and just have a diverse perspective on a lot of things in life.
Oh, for sure.
So,
yeah. 100%.
As far as hobbies are concerned, I love fishing. I love shooting billiards. I love shooting guns.
Nice. We'll talk about that.
Right. I like video games. I like going out, fine dining, enjoying. I'm a very diverse eater. I like to try all kinds of crazy things.
Yeah.
And
nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's super cool. Yeah. When did you start growing a beard for the first time?
When I first started being able to grow one, I started patching up around my early 20s, and before it was visibly a beard, I was probably about 26 or so, and I never lived without a beard except for one time when I had a job interview with FedEx. But aside from that, it was always had a beard. But just recently, in the past year or so, I decided to start adding length to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I think we've talked about that too. Like I have yet to see somebody who looks better without a beard versus with it. Like it just
right.
Not a thing.
Right. I mean, I wish women can grow one too.
Fair enough.
No, I'm just kidding. If my wife had a beard, I'd have her shave.
Fair. That's totally reasonable. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your company and kind of how that got started and what was the inspiration behind that and the theme and all that kind of stuff?
All right. Well, like I said, when I first started growing my beard, I was a skeptic regarding beard products and things of that nature. So I always looked at them as a scheme, kind of like people just trying to make a fast buck. Okay. So when my beard started getting longer, my wife started getting aggravated by just how messy it was. And so she advised me to go buy some beard products and put oils in my beard. And I said, nah, I'm not going to do that. That stuff is just a gimmick. So she ended up taking it upon herself to buy me a kit from Amazon. And
okay, nice.
When I tried it, I immediately noticed a huge difference. And so that kind of it kind of sparked my interest, and I realized that what she brought me from Amazon was relatively speaking garbage, but
Yep.
so
Totally.
so once I started once I started researching it and learning about carrier oils and stuff, I started buying different brands and trying them out, and that's when I realized just how bad those products were in comparison to the good stuff that's out there. And that sent me on a fact finding mission
Yep.
on all
Down the
these different
wormhole.
right on carrier oils, and it was just for fun. I caught myself like having during my free time researching carrier oils and looking at all the properties, and and then once I got enough information on them, I decided to make a blend for myself, and,
Cool.
and from there it's history.
Yeah, it seems to be the thing with like most beardsmen, whether company owners or like reviewers. You start growing a beard and you're like, oh, this is kind of annoying. And then you like start researching, and then it's just
Right.
then you end up with like 150 products on a shelf.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
It's like, how did that happen?
Yeah. And the crazy thing about it is, my parents have owned a business my whole life. So I've always been around it, and I've had a few businesses myself. And even when I was doing this, and I had my product, and I came up with my super blend, quote unquote.
Yeah.
I never thought about monetizing it. It actually took a few people to suggest that to me that tried it on their own before I actually decided to monetize it, because it was strictly a hobby. I just really loved it. It just captured me somehow. It's just the whole idea of that all these things that come from nature, we can put them on ourselves and just make everything better. It was pretty awesome. I love the idea of it.
Hey, what's up, Brian? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, that's super cool. What made you want to select the theme and the branding and like the name of your company when you were kind of starting to like work on like the origins of your company?
Well, the dude portion of it has a little history behind it.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever watched The Big Lebowski.
No, I've heard of it. Never watched it though.
Definitely should watch that. It's an amazing movie.
Okay.
But anyways, to make a long story short, a case of mistaken identity ended up having some people pissing on the dude's rug, and the dude was just like he's a cool average guy that just goes bowling with his buddy and drinks White Russians.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's kind of what propelled the whole story. So I'm an ex-smoker, so when I started vaping, I kind of did the same thing that I did with that I did now with the whole beard product stuff, and I went down the rabbit hole with vaping, and I ended up making a company for vaping.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Cool.
And I created the name of the company was The Big Vapowski, and
nice.
instead of The Big Lebowski, and I referred to myself as the dude, and so
nice.
So that carried over. So when I was making American Dude Company, I wanted an American themed company. And I specifically didn't call it American Beard Company. Or American Grooming, because I wanted to have the flexibility to expand upon it later.
Smart.
Because the main thing about the company is that everything be American made, whether and try to source all my stuff from small American business. I really want to support those businesses no matter what they are, and I want to support American companies. And I wanted my company to be part of that community. So it was American something or another. I wasn't exactly sure what it was, and my wife and a few friends suggested to throw in the dude since it's been part of my history. I was kind of against it at first, and then I said, you know what? I'm an American dude. I want to sell my products to American dudes. Just average American folks. And it just came together, and I called it American Dude Company.
Nice. That's awesome. That's super cool. Why the what was the process like for coming up with the logo?
The logo, I wanted to be fairly simple, so I can be kind of used everywhere. And the comb represents obviously the grooming, the taking care of self part, and the gun represents the Second Amendment. I'm a big proponent of the Second Amendment, and I feel that a lot of people are trying to strip those rights away from us, and I wanted that to be represented in my company.
That's awesome. What's up, Beard Vato? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, and that's one of the cool things. And like, if you guys watching and haven't checked out American Dude Beard Co's website, there's a cool section with like all like kind of the values and like the background of the company and all that kind of stuff, and it's really interesting for sure. Definitely check that out. I have that link down below. If y'all want to check that out. But yeah, really cool theme. I love the branding. Cool labels. Yeah, I like those. Yeah, I've been actually have this oil in beard today. Oh, it's Glorious Beard. What's up? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, I love the whole idea behind it. Like we've talked about, like as I've been exploring like my family history and like all the American connections that have like formed like over the last like couple hundred years, like
Right.
yeah, and like all over America too, which has been super
I mean,
interesting.
you got American blood running all throughout your veins, man.
Oh, 100%. And like
Yeah.
a couple days ago, I think I told you about that when I started researching my mom's side and like my grandma's side of the family and like her mom, and there's American there too, like Italian American.
Right.
So it's like
it's crazy.
Yeah, like both sides, like 100% through. Like it's and like it's cool because like I've always had an interest in like America and like American history and like all that kind of thing. So it's cool to be this is why.
Yeah, right. Through talking to you though, I can tell you this: you know a lot about America, a lot more than a lot of Americans do.
Oh, we got a Twitch viewer. Let's go. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, no, but it's cool. And we've talked about like down the wormhole of like being on ancestry.com. Like it's just
right.
So like, I think 115,000 results for like my dad's last name.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, we're chatting about Small Batch Beard Co. American Dude Beard Co. This is Tarik. He's the owner. So we're just kind of hanging out, chopping it up, learning a bit more about his company. I do have his website linked down below. Check him out. Yeah, thanks for coming in. One Twitch viewer. That's exciting. It's kind of getting going with that, but yeah, it's fun. But yeah, it's cool. What was the first product and scent that you developed and launched for American Dude Beard Co.?
The first scent I developed was Freedom.
Okay.
And when I launched with 4 scents and the unscented. So I waited to come up with a variety of scents before I actually launched the site. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. And what made you want to be so like kind of upfront and open with like incorporating your like views and morals like into the brand? Because I know like it's interesting how like most owners don't really do that. They kind of just keep it like the business and then like what they think. Like what made you want to bring them together like so like authentically and like strictly?
Well, I think it's just the culmination of everything that's going on in society and my love for the country. It's weird because the only thing that I really do is talk about America, right? And nowadays that's like a political taboo, and it's not really. It's just me showing my love for my country and the values that my country was built on. And in this day and age, people are trying to change those values, and I'm opposed to that. America's the greatest country in the world for a reason. And if you're going to dismantle its foundation, it's going to crumble right after it.
Yeah, so, as we're kind of watching, like, we've talked about that a lot. It's like, oh goodness,
right. My wife, she warned me. She was like, "Look, man, people are trying to cancel everybody. You put yourself out there like that, and there's a good chance that that's going to happen to you too." And it's a risk that I'm willing to take because I don't want to compromise my values, and I think there's nothing wrong with my values. You may not agree with it, but there's nothing wrong with it.
Totally. Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, Glorious Beard with the U.S. flags there.
Awesome.
Vanilla bourbon. Oh, for a specific scent, it's vanilla bourbon. Do you guys have any? Ooh, vanilla bourbon.
No,
I don't know if there's any from you, but I honestly can't think of any from anybody that I've seen for that matter. I'm sure there are.
Yeah, that sounds good, bro. If you find it, I'd like to try it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I feel like vanilla bourbon with like, I don't know, some kind of like wood, maybe some like
right, something earthy.
Yeah, totally. That'd be super cool. What's your most used scent that you sell?
Like what I use myself?
Yeah,
personally?
like you personally. What's your like go to from your company?
It's between Gunpowder and Northwest. I kind of I love Yeah, that gun to me that gunpowder is amazing.
Yeah, it's so unique. Like I've truly never smelled anything like it.
Right.
On a brand.
Yeah. I
Don't
think I
buy.
was telling you like
Yeah,
it's a weird scent because just the combination is I guess it hasn't been explored, but
yeah.
it comes together really nicely.
Hmm. Yeah, Game and Watch. Yeah, don't buy Cremo. Just don't do it. A lot of people start with that, but just check out American Dude Beard Co. I have the link down below. Really good stuff. I don't. There's no vanilla bourbon scent, but tons of cool scents. Like this one that I have, Gunpowder, is like citrusy, smoky. Like it's it's just like truly nothing that I've smelled. Like it's just crazy unique. What was the like what was the process like for developing like specifically this scent, Gunpowder, and like what was the inspiration behind it and like all that kind of thing?
Uh, okay, so I want there that has ylang ylang in it, and
Mm-hmm.
that's a very feminine scent.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm. There you
I
go.
wanted to take a feminine scent and make it masculine,
Oh,
and
cool.
that's what gunpowder was all about. And it took me a long time to kind of come up with it because it was really tough keeping the essence of the ylang ylang in it while changing it from a feminine scent to a male scent.
Mm-hmm. Totally. Yeah, it's cool. It's definitely like tons of different like scents and what was like when how did you come up with the your carrier oil blend for American Dude Beard
Oh,
Co?
that's uh, that's a long story, but I guess I can condense it into. I have a spreadsheet that
Oh, cool.
has about 40 lines going across and about 60 going down of a bunch of carrier oils that I threw in there and just made a complete like analysis of.
Oh, cool. So I'm just gonna address this comment from Glorious Beard. So Kyle, this is gunpowder. That's the scent that I have in the oil, butter, and balm. Like really good scent. Definitely check it out for sure. I'll be doing a review here pretty soon. Yeah, I've been testing this for the last like week and a bit, and it's super unique. Butter is like super soft and nourishing. Like and the balm, actually, I was surprised about how nourishing it was, and like because most balms you expect like they're going to be like more on like the more styling side,
Right.
but this is like super conditioning and like kind of like I know you also have the in case like people want to check out like want a more like styling balm. You also have what you call the styling balm in
Right. Right.
your 1776 unscented scent. But what made you want to do the softer balm and like the more like styling balm like with your company?
But from my own experience and the people who I've spoken with, uh, they need just a bit of hold, and a lot of times oil does it, and sometimes does enough, and sometimes they need that little bit extra hold. And
Mm-hmm.
so I wanted something that doesn't make your beard rough, that keeps
Yep.
it soft, like as if there's no balm in it, and at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, just add enough weight to your beard to where it sits where you want it.
Mm-hmm.
And I messed a lot. That's basically uh, our butter, but with beeswax.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did was I just played around with the beeswax quantity until
Okay. Cool.
it felt the way it did because it almost feels like a butter,
Oh,
you know?
100%. Yep.
Yeah,
Totally. Yeah, it's like, but with a little bit of styling to it too, which honestly is like, honestly like I've tested like more like stiff like kind of styling balms, and
mhm.
like I kind of like a softer balm sometimes. It's just like,
Right,
what's up, Smelly
right.
Turtle? Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, and then the styling balm we did that for somebody who wants a lot more hold,
Yeah,
and
totally.
we intentionally just did it in the unscented because
Mhm. Smart.
yeah, so it can like if somebody who has a bunch of oils, they can still use it every day and not
Totally.
interact with a different scent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's a cool idea for sure having the two different kind of like the different blends for the balm.
Right.
What got you into what you were mentioning earlier, being a fan of like firearms and like shooting guns? Like, what got you into that, and like, how long have you been doing that for?
Well, I was more into the 2A than the actual guns. I
Okay.
wasn't a gun owner for a long time
Mm-hmm.
because I never felt the need for it. I'd go to shooting ranges all the time and buy them, but
Mm-hmm.
and shoot them.
Yeah.
But actually owning guns, it's been just the past 3-4 years. I'm not sure
Okay,
exactly
cool.
how, but yeah, it's my enjoyment of firearms. I love the way they're they function. Just
Mhm.
whether it's a caliber size, whether it's a pistol, a revolver, a semi-auto, rifles,
Mhm.
is just fascinating to me. It's just one of those things that captured my attention.
Mhm.
And it's like even my AR-15, I built it from the ground up. I didn't.
Cool.
I bought every single part, and I built it all from scratch.
Yeah.
And it's just something that I enjoy doing, and
Mhm.
that carries over to actually firing them as well.
Yeah, totally. That's awesome. That's super cool. How long did it take you to build your AR-15? Like, how long was that process?
Uh, well, it was a hard time finding the lower that I wanted, and
Mhm.
when I finally got that, it took them a while to ship it, and then I had to go to my FFL here, and
Yeah.
then I had to wait 10 days due to California laws. So
Mhm.
that took the longest.
Yeah.
Um, so I had purchased all the parts before
Okay.
that. So
Mhm.
I tried to buy the lower first, but it was the last thing that arrived, and then all the
Mhm.
parts came in. So once everything came in, it took me about 2 days to build.
Oh, cool. Sweet. That's awesome. That's cool. That's.
I tell you though, that first round that I fired from it was scary as hell, man.
I believe it. Yeah.
you
It's
know,
like it's a
did I
serious
do
weapon.
it? Yeah, did I do everything right? So
Yeah. Totally. But okay. I think J. Cruz hopped in and then hopped out. Yeah, I definitely, and we've talked about that. Like, I definitely want to go to because there are a few shooting ranges in Canada, but it's not the same experience. Like, I want to if I'm gonna do it, I want to do it properly. Like,
right.
yeah, because we've talked about this. Not like I have cousins in Texas, and definitely want to next time I'm visiting them, find a range there and definitely give it a try for sure.
Yeah, go to the range, shoot a bunch of stuff. I strongly recommend you shoot at least a pistol,
Oh, for sure.
a shotgun, and some sort of a rifle. Get your
Yeah.
experience with all three.
Oh, for sure.
Honestly, you're gonna have a lot of fun with the shotgun.
Yeah.
It's just it's a beast.
Oh,
It's really fun.
totally.
Because
Yeah.
AR-15, my 9-year-old at the time shot my AR-15. It barely
Nice.
has any recoil. So
Okay.
so
That's interesting. I
if
didn't
you
know
want
that.
to feel it, yeah,
Yeah.
get shotgun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I would with playing video games like we were talking about before we came on playing Call of Duty for years and I was always a big fan of the shotgun in those various games. So,
Uh-huh.
getting to actually shoot one, I'm definitely doing that for sure.
Yeah, do that. Strongly recommended.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely happening. But yeah, for everybody in the chat, we are going to do a giveaway here soon. So feel free to post this up in your story or on your page. Probably in the next 5-10 minutes. So let's get some more people in here so we can give away a American Dude Beard Coat Oil. But yeah, I definitely want to. I've always been especially recently interested in the whole obviously 2A and
Mm-hmm.
I definitely am gonna try shooting guns at some point. Just a matter of friggin' being able to travel again.
Right. Yeah, it's fun, man.
Yeah.
It's
There we go.
just it's with everything else, you have to be safe.
Oh, of course.
It's very important to understand all the safety that's involved with a gun. So
Totally.
I strongly recommend you do your own research on that and kind of understand it before even handling one.
Oh,
And
100%.
as long as you have all the safety in play, you're gonna be safe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not the gun that goes crazy and causes
Right,
problems.
right,
It's the operator.
right. And uh, negligent discharges, stuff like that. That's
Totally.
every single one of those. I'm not talking about malfunctions. I'm talking about something that could have been prevented was
Yeah.
because somebody didn't practice the proper safety measures.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, 100%. That's the thing, and it's part of the reason why guns get such a bad rap these days, and it's just yeah, things happen with them, but it's not the gun itself that's doing it.
Right.
There's
Right.
no self-firing guns.
Exactly. And that's the thing. They always look for an opportunity to attack our gun rights in one way or another. So
Totally.
it just every time there's some sort of a shooting, and it's terrible that there is.
Hmm.
But I know, okay, here we go again. The 2A is going to go get under attack again. And the thing that people like, when you pass these laws onto people, you know, the law-abiding citizen is going to follow those laws. The criminal
Hmm.
is still a criminal. If the
Yeah,
criminal is
exactly.
going to use a gun to commit a crime, they're going to also commit a crime to obtain a gun. It doesn't
Hmm.
change anything.
Hmm. Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, it's like locking them down for like proper like law-abiding citizens is
Right.
not the move.
No.
Yeah, no, it's really crazy. Like, there's so many wild things going on. Like,
Yeah. It's a really weird world that we live in right now.
hmm,
I,
totally.
I never anticipated it.
Yeah.
Um, and as a father, it's difficult raising my children up in a world like this because I I have to expose them to things that I don't want. My kids are young. I have 2 10-year-olds and an 8-year-old.
Hmm.
He's gonna be 9 in less than a month.
Yep.
Um, and there's certain things that children need to concern themselves with, and certain
Hmm.
things that should be completely sheltered. They should be sheltered from for a very
Hmm.
long time.
Hmm.
And this world is not allowing that to happen. And
Yeah.
as a parent, if I don't expose my children to these things, then they're going to get exposed to them from outside sources, and those
Hmm.
sources may expose them to things that I don't believe in, that don't align with my values. So
Hmm.
I'm so now it's like I have to preemptively speak to my children about things that I didn't want them to be exposed to,
Hmm.
and I have to make my children aware and understand that there's predators out there, and not just physical, but
Hmm.
predators trying to indoctrinate them or trying to brainwash them. There's so many things going on, and
Hmm.
and it's kind of sad that I have to have 10-year-olds and 8-year-olds. I have to have conversations with them to kind of just let them be aware that there's people out there that are going to try to sway you into things that we don't believe in as a family.
Totally.
You know?
Yeah. No, 100%. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Like I was saying, like definitely interesting times for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Hmm.
But like and we were talking about this earlier too. As long as you have a good head on your shoulders, and you're willing to see what's beyond what's on the exterior,
Hmm.
uh, you'll figure it out. And you know, and I think this is all temporary. Things can't continue to go on in this direction because there's a threshold,
Hmm.
and there's
Totally.
going to be some sort of a breaking point at one point or another.
Yep. No, 100%. Like the pendulum, like it's like like I've heard people describe it as like the pendulum is gonna swing like it's gonna swing like super extreme one way, and then it's gonna come back the other way at some point.
Right,
Like
right.
it's
And
yeah,
and it's just the thing is like how much cleanup are we going to have to do and how much destruction
yeah,
until it does
totally.
that, right? And
Yeah.
it's destruction of our of our moral fabric of our country, of our
Hmm.
businesses. There's just so many things that are
Hmm.
getting impacted in a very negative way nowadays.
Totally. Hey, what's up, Diablo? Thanks for coming in. Good to see you back. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's fun to back streaming again. This is the third week back. I'm off next week because I'm going to be visiting my cousins. Then back the week after that, and it's a good time. Definitely appreciate everybody coming in. I think we got a few people in here. Let's get one of these giveaways going. So Tarik was willing to sponsor a couple of giveaways, so we're going to do two different oils. And we'll do them as two separate giveaways so we can get some more product into more people's hands. But then, so I think we'll do this. I'll do a random number generator, pick a number, and then the winner will just get in contact with you on Instagram. Does that work?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Perfect. Oh, got a text message. Yeah, but yeah, sweet. So I think so we'll do one of those giveaways. So this will be a oil of your choice. And any of the different scents, you just reach out to Tarik at American Dude Beard Co. I have his link down below to his Instagram. So I'm gonna pick up a number range real quick here. And, there we go. All right, how many people do we have here? We got 8 people. All right, let's go. All right. So the number range is going to be 15 to 20. And And so let's I'll put some dots in the chat, and then we will you guys can fire off your answers. But yeah, so somewhere between 15 and 20. Pick a number. That's cool. I didn't realize Twitch did that. Like, does it automatically on Twitch and on YouTube? That's cool. Yeah. So, oh, there we go. Jump right up. Oh, what's up, Wiley? Thanks for coming in. Let's see. Do I see a winner yet? Oh, I don't see a winner yet. So if you haven't answered, put a number in the chat. Only enter once. And then if we don't see a winner, we will respin. I had a product launch on my channel a little while ago, back in March, and we did a giveaway, and it took like 3 respins to like actually find a winner. It was like, oh man,
nobody wanted the giveaway, huh?
Yeah, it's like, this is ridiculous. Just the numbers are just. So if you guys haven't put in a number, only enter once and put in a number. Otherwise, we will have to spin again because I'm not seeing a winner so far. Give it another minute or two here, and then we'll hit it with more dots, and then try this again with a different range. Reroll. Yeah, Russ, that's what I'm thinking. It looks like, yeah, pretty well everybody that's in. Yeah, we'll do a reroll. All right, let's try this again. So let's go different range. Everyone needs to guess a thing. True. All right, so this time it's going to be 55 to 60 is the number range. 55 to 60, go. Put in your try again. Guess a new number. This is for a American Dude Co. oil of your choice in any scent. So winner is going to reach out to Tarik, and he will get you all squared up. Oh, hold on. Oh, you guys can stop. We got a winner. First one on my screen, Diablo Bearded, 57. There we go. Nice. Congrats, Diablo. So you're going to message Tarik on Instagram. Let him know that you won the giveaway. I'm just going to write that down right now so that I don't forget. Yeah, let's throw some congrats in the chat. Congrats to Diablo. Let me know. I'm interested to see what scent you pick. Diablo Bearded. Winner 1. Awesome. Diablo's a good dude. He's always in here hanging out. All right.
That's funny.
Yellow always guesses my number. yeah, Rogers, you were close. You're the second one on my screen. Yeah, we will do another one here in a little bit. Yeah, congrats on the win. So yeah, again, message Tarik on Instagram. Yeah, Kyle said, get one of these things eventually. True. We do have another one coming later, so stay tuned, hang around. Yeah, well, we'll do another one. But congrats to Diablo on the win. Yeah, kind of getting back into my questions. What's your favorite thing about owning a men's grooming company?
Honestly, my favorite thing is when a customer gets in touch with me and tells me how awesome they feel with my oil. It makes me feel good. And the reason why is because, like I said, when I initially started doing this, it was just for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I use a lot of premium ingredients. Some of them are much more than the average cost of the oil. So, but I didn't want to compromise. So when I love the product so much, I wanted to put exactly the same product that I use for myself for my customers. And it just feels good when I get positive feedback.
Totally. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's always got to be fun. What's the most difficult part of owning a men's grooming / beard company?
Growing.
Oh, okay.
And I focus a lot on Instagram, and that's on a personal level. It's not my favorite thing.
Fair.
But I enjoy it for the business. But I'm kind of like a dinosaur when it comes to that kind of stuff, so I have to kind of relearn it. And I'm a high tech guy. I studied computer network engineering. I studied Cisco, all that stuff. So cool. I'm like, and then, but when it comes to the social media stuff, I kind of put a mental block myself.
Fair.
because of past experiences. It was more aggravating than enjoyable. So I
Totally.
kind of
Yeah. Yeah. No. 100%. Yeah. It's especially Instagram. Like they're always like updating and adding new things and like pushing like the latest new feature, and then you got to learn that, and then they change up the algorithm, and like
right.
your engagement dies. Like, I'll probably just end up buying it. Yeah. There you go. Nice. I have the link down below. So definitely check them out for sure. But yeah. It's Instagram is the weirdest for sure. Like it's so the algorithm is so temperamental and like all that kind of thing. Like it's
Right, right. And then
yeah.
my thing too is I'm not 100% on the etiquette either. You know, like do I repost something? Do I not repost? These kind of things is
Yeah.
it's I'm relearning all of these things because
Hmm.
it's like if I'm standing in front of you in person, I know how to behave and and how to conduct myself.
For
But
sure.
it's kind of a different way of it's kind of a different way of interacting with people, and it has its own rule set. So because I've been out of it for so long, I kind of have to like kind of relearn that.
Hmm. Trouble. Yeah, fair, Kyle. It's Instagram Live is weird, especially since they added the option to have like a bunch more people. Like, then that comes with like a whole bunch of bugs and like all that kind of thing. And it's just like, oh man, yeah. It's and we talked a little bit about like kind of Instagram like tips and tricks and things like that. And
Yeah,
I'm always down to help with that kind of thing. Like, I've been on Instagram like since 2012, I believe it was. So like
nice.
I've been on for a while and just kind of exploring. Hey, what's up, Josue? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, it's yeah, Instagram is TikTok is the one that I just can't figure out. I see Diablo's on the website.
Hey, thank you, Diablo.
Yeah, it's really cool website for sure. Definitely, I like it because it's like it's simple. It shows the products. It looks nice. It's like easy to navigate. Like I've been on some beard company websites, and it's like there's a million menus, a million different products. Like it's it's a lot. They're going. Oh yeah, Glorious Beard on TikTok is his stuff is so funny. Ooh,
Yeah.
Diablo said, "What is your favorite scent that you
Oh,
sell?"
for it's between Gunpowder and Northwest.
Yep.
I like them all personally, obviously, but
Yeah, of course, obviously.
I find myself using Gunpowder Northwest the most.
Yeah,
I really love those two scents.
yeah, no, for sure.
And it's
Yeah,
weird.
and
It's very mood dependent too. Like
totally.
the Northwest, if I know I'm going out or whatever, I use that more because it almost invigorates me in a way. And
Yeah,
the Gunpowder is more chill for me.
100%. Yeah, no, that's totally like. And check out if you guys in the chat, C Breezy did a review recently on American Dude Beard Co. And he has Northwest and Pheromone, I believe. He has
Right.
those two scents, and he did a great job like explaining them. And so go check out his review for sure. And I've got an unboxing that I dropped last Wednesday, and then I'm going to be doing a review here pretty soon. Oh yeah, there you go. These scents sound good. Yeah, so there is a sample pack, so you can try. I would say try a sample pack, and then like a dig smoke scent. Yeah, then yeah, gunpowder is definitely up your alley. It's like a smoky but like citrus at the same time. Like it's wild. It's like oh,
Yeah.
there goes my coat.
Gunpowder is very interesting.
Totally.
It even has floral in it too,
Yeah,
and the
it's
floral is
crazy.
actually what it's built on.
Yep.
But yeah, it's a very interesting smell.
Hmm. Yeah, like when I first got it, I was like, "Whoa, what the heck? This is crazy!" Like
Right. And the citrus really comes through in beard.
totally. Yep. And like I've had this in since like for you guys. Ooh, Kyle wants to know what's your sweetest scent?
Sweetest scent. I think it's between maybe the Rupert, maybe.
Yep.
Um, that's pretty sweet. American Az is pretty sweet too, but it also has
Yeah.
cinnamon, so it kind of counteracts it.
Yep. Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can screen. My computer is gonna cooperate because I tried this last time and it was like you need to like fix the setting, so I couldn't do it last time. So I want to see if I fixed that setting, so it should be. But let's see. There we go. Ah, it's showing. Nice. So
Oh,
yeah,
there it is. Yeah.
this is the website. In case you guys want to Oh, switch automatically. That's cool. I like that. So yeah, this is the website. She's got the oils in 1 ounce and 2 ounce sizes. So the 1 ounce is $17 US, and then 22 on the 2 ounce. And you got a whole bunch of different scents here, which will eventually load up. There we go. So 1776 is the unsent. It's just such a great name. I love it. It's just that's like the most American name.
Right.
Yeah, totally.
Right. It's a foundation of everything. The first thing I did was come up with the 1776.
Cool. Yeah, Americanized crisp green apples, cinnamon, dash of nutmeg, steeped on a soft bed. Like that sounds incredible. I definitely need to buy that at some point because that's 2 ounce bottles. I can do 100%. Yeah, and then there's also 4 ounce butters as well. So you get a 2 ounce oil and a 4 ounce butter for like around like $50 ish, less than probably like. Oh, good question. I'll stop sharing my screen as well so we can get back to us on the screen. Citrus scent, hang in there or taper off. Curious if the notes alternate as much after time goes by. Ooh, good question.
No, the citrus tapers off. Normally, citrus is a top scent, so normally any top scent is going to come in pretty heavy in the beginning, and then it'll start dissipating, and then you'll get left more with a base of the smoke and a little bit of the flower.
Yeah, and I can also attest to that for sure. Like I've had this in beard like several times. It definitely starts out with like the citrus like really gets you, and you're like, oh, what's up, Scott? Thanks for coming in. But yeah, it's like very citrus like at first, and then it kind of like tapers like exactly like you said. It's like it tapers off like, and then the kind of smoke and the I'm blanking right now. This is what the website's for. Yeah, it's like bergamot, grapefruit, like smoky vetiver and carrot seed, like with ylang ylang at the bottom, like. Yeah, it's like smoky, leathery, and earthy, but also like citrusy and floral, which is such an interesting combination.
Right,
like,
right.
It's like that is not something you would expect to kind of see together, and it's like, but that's also the cool thing about like beard products and the beard product industry. Like, it's just like there's so many crazy scents and like so many companies and cool things still around stuff. Yeah.
You know, one of the things I did too. I steered away from all products after I decided to make this a business because I wanted my products to be original in scent.
Oh, for sure.
So I didn't, because look, even if we don't want to, we eventually at some level are influenced. So totally. I wanted to stay away from it as much as possible and come up with my own scents without having like, because that you know, if I go try to copy somebody else's scent, it might come out better, it might not, but there's no originality in that.
Totally.
You know, and if I did that, I would have probably never come up with gunpowder. Really proud of that scent.
Scott Burton saying hi.
Hey, Burton, how's it going, man?
Also, fellow Canadian beard product reviewer.
Awesome.
Yeah, good dude for sure. He's been on my stream a few times and on podcasts and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, shout out to everybody that's coming in. Appreciate y'all showing up. But yeah, so I have the website link down below. 2 ounce butters, 4 ounce butters, 2 ounce oils, 2 ounce balm in the more conditioning version for the balm, and also the more styling version. The 4 hour podcast, yeah. Yeah, I think the first time Scott and I like ever actually like spoke on camera, it was like 3.5 hours long or something crazy like that.
That must have been an interesting conversation. It can't go that long if it's boring.
Oh no, it was super interesting, and like I've had a bunch like that where they just kind of go on, but it's like you're just having a great time. Like my longest one is 4 hours with with Seth, Iowa Crafted Beards. He was on
for cool dude.
Yeah, that's the homie. I'm gonna get him back on at some point here, but he holds the record for longest either live stream. Hey, this is my buddy John, who we were talking about earlier, who's on stream. Like he's been doing streams, like on Twitch and that kind of thing. Thanks for coming in.
Good.
Here he goes. Oh yeah, the Stanley Cup. Yeah, the Lightning ended up taking it. Yeah, John, thanks for coming in. Appreciate that. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, that 4 hour episode with Seth was just madness. Like,
Yeah, that's a long time. Did you guys take like an intermission?
no,
No.
yeah, we did. We took, I think it was like probably 2.5 hours in probably. Seth had to like stand up and like go to the washroom.
Right,
And
get some blood circulation going,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
But that was,
Do some stretches.
yeah, like literally, like we started at I think 8:30 p.m. and we finished at like 1:30, 2 a.m. Like by the
No,
time we filmed that on Halloween too. It was just
that's insane.
absolutely wild, but just like fun from the get go. And like you can
Right.
see, like the longer it goes on, the more like unhinged and chaotic it gets. Because obviously you're sitting there talking like till all hours of the night, and you're just like slowly getting more and more tired, but like you're also having fun. So it's just like
Right.
you just kind of get like delusional with like sleep, but also you're still like having a great time. Like,
Yeah.
if anybody hasn't
That's
watched that
awesome.
episode, like it's hilarious. I think Seth also just did a review on your products here.
Yeah, he did
Recently.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome.
I think he did the gunpowder. I'm not sure what he did. I think he did the gunpowder, maybe.
Hold up, let me look right quick. There it is. Yeah, I haven't watched that one yet. I think he has 3 different products with all different scents.
Oh, okay. I think he told me to surprise him, so I just sent him a
Nice.
out of the sense.
Yes, he's got American Az in the balm, gunpowder in the oil. Just skimming through his video real quick here. Yeah, it looks like it's like gunpowder. It's another black label scent.
I think it was Freedom.
Freedom. Okay,
It
yeah,
might have been Freedom. Yeah.
yeah, that's awesome. Still haven't made it through that stream. Yeah, that episode was wild. like sometimes, like if you're ever just like sitting at home, kind of twiddling your thumbs, like wanting something to do, like just kind of just sit there. It's like the Joe Rogan and Alex Jones podcast. Like those just just run forever. So far behind watching everyone following. Yeah, fair. I feel that. It's like it's so hard to keep up with like streams and everybody's videos and like. Yeah, definitely. That episode is definitely worth watching.
Actually, it almost gets overwhelming sometimes.
Totally.
Because you want to.
Yeah.
And
no, 100%.
And you realize that you're restrained on time. So.
Yeah. Yeah, and like it's especially with like trying to like I'm like between like working and like trying to keep up with like the 2 summer courses that I'm doing and like also like trying to keep up with content. Like I don't have nearly as much time to like just like hang out and watch streams as I used to, which is unfortunate. But yeah, it's definitely it's like a full-time job trying to like keep up with like all the content and like all the streams and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, definitely check out Seth and C Breezy's reviews. And Dan C Bearded also did a review on some of your products as well. Working now. Oh, Beards and Banjos on desktop watching you. Oh, nice. Appreciate that. After hours in dispatch for emergencies for water and sewer. Oh, cool. Nice. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate that. Yeah, I forgot that Beards and Banjos was also. That's the thing. Like so many lives going on all at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's always something to watch, which is cool. It's like a nice.
You know,
like yeah.
For me, like I've been cordless for about 8 years now. I've not subscribed to any television, no cable, no satellite, nothing. Everything I do is just streaming, and it's more than enough content.
Oh, 100% agreed. Totally.
Yeah.
Like trying to keep up with like all the like the Joe Rogan and like all his podcasts. Like those are like that's a mission in itself.
Yeah, it is a full-time job.
Yeah, honestly, it's like I was watching. Like we talked about it beforehand. I was watching his second episode or his third episode with his third episode because the first one got taken off YouTube because they don't like how much he's sharing like about how things like actually work.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just recently got in. He didn't get in trouble, but some of the employees at Spotify are trying to reel him in on some of the stuff that he's saying.
Rogan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the uppers at Spotify said no, we're not doing anything about this. No, we paid him $100 million so that he can say whatever he wants to say. Right?
Yeah, because like his audience too is super vocal and like was upset when he initially went to Spotify. So it's not wise for Spotify to like upset the like Joe Rogan's audience. Like that's like
Right.
he's the biggest podcaster like in the world. Like
Yeah. Biggest interviewer in the world, really.
oh, 100%.
Like we were talking about that. If there's one person on this planet that has the highest potential to bring in anybody else for an interview, it's Joe Rogan.
Totally. Like there's nobody that like has like such a diverse portfolio of guests. Like
Right.
I'm gonna pull up his channel here just to like illustrate this because like it's mad. Like I'm sure a lot of people in here have watched Joe Rogan, but if you haven't, like stop sleeping. Like what are you doing?
And he's a bright person, but
Mm-hmm.
he's not like this phenomenon. He's a good listener and he asks the right questions and
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't care. And by him not caring, like he says what he wants to say and asks what he wants to ask.
Totally.
Although he did softball, what's the dude from Twitter, Jack Dorsey? He did
Yeah.
softball him a little bit, and his audience weren't quiet, so he brought him back in again to ask him about hardballs.
Okay. Cool. I haven't seen that one. I don't think I need to watch that. Yeah. There's so many. Like I'm gonna pull it up here once my computer eventually loads. Yeah, I've been watching Joe Rogan like for years, and I worked up north at a summer camp, like up in another part in like northern Ontario, like for a year, and I'd listen to like 2 Joe Rogan podcasts, and my workday would be done.
That's perfect.
Like it's great. Like just
Yeah.
like I watched a whole man. I hate that Joe Rogan's like the full episodes aren't on YouTube anymore. It's just like
Yeah, I think they had to. I
yeah,
think they had to take everything down. There was like a few episodes that Spotify didn't transfer over,
yep.
and I think those are the ones that they kept on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think they're all on YouTube, like to some extent. But like he's just not posting the new ones on there anymore. They're just going on Spotify. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But if you can go back and watch the old ones, but
Oh,
yeah,
they're still there. Okay. Yeah, but
yeah.
he transferred
Yeah, as
his
far as I
catalog
know.
over to Spotify as well, then, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like it's cool how he like just like you're saying, like all the right questions, like has like tons of different like people on and talks about a ton of different things. Like once I freaking can scroll, I might not be able to just for efficiency's sake. I can. I'll just go with Joe Rogan full episodes. You don't have to freaking scroll. Full episodes. There we go. That will give us a look. But yeah, he's like, I strive to be as good at interviews as he is. Like, he's just been doing it for so long too. Like,
Right. And that's the thing. You're constantly refining your skill.
totally.
And it's so long as you have the motivation to improve.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
and,
Russ, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. So Russ, I think Spotify you can start with it free, but it's supported by ads. So I think if you pay like $5, $6, $7 a month, then you don't have to deal with the ads, and which I highly recommend doing. No, so about that. But yeah, so you were saying?
I forgot, man.
It'll come back. But yeah. So while you're thinking about that, I will we'll scroll through some of Joe Rogan's like full episodes just to demonstrate like what we've been talking about with like just just wild guests. Like this episode with Post Malone is so funny. Like almost 4 hours long, and they're both like high out of their minds on mushrooms and
really?
else. Oh, it's so funny.
Joe Rogan too?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, and they like start the episode like talking about like space aliens and like, and this Alex Jones one, I started watching that recently. Like he's at Dr. Phil, Ben Shapiro. I'm in the process of watching that one because I've been catching up with like watching Ben Shapiro as well as of recently.
Right.
Dave Chappelle, like Elon Musk.
Yeah, I mean, look at those names, man. Elon Musk, Chappelle.
Dan Aykroyd.
Then he goes from Dan Aykroyd to Bob Saget. I mean, it's insane.
Tim Dillon.
Jordan Peterson.
Alex Jones again. Do you
watch
that one?
Yeah, listen to some of the stuff Jordan Peterson talks about. Just go down and when you have time, just go watch some of his videos.
Yeah.
He has an amazing mind, man. One of the greatest minds of our time, really.
Mm. Oh yeah,
He's,
well, you
he's on
definitely,
another
yeah, you definitely need to check out Joe Rogan. I can't believe you haven't yet. He's like that's King podcast.
right.
Yeah, definitely. You got to do it. Like just Russell Brand. This one's great. Really, really.
Russell Brand's a smart dude.
Yeah, I like him. He's a cool dude for sure. Robert Downey Jr. was on. That's an awesome episode too. Kevin Hart. That episode was hilarious. There's another episode with Elon Musk. Jocko Willink. Yeah, like because this
11 million.
Yeah, because this is
45 million.
Yeah, this is the one where he like smoked weed for like 2 seconds and like didn't even inhale. He just like took a puff and like the internet went crazy and like Tesla stock like dipped and like all this like craziness. It's like he was in California, like relax. But yeah, Joey Diaz. Like I would say, if you're gonna watch like 5 episodes, watch the second one with Alex Jones. Watch a couple watch one with Joey Diaz. Watch the Post Malone one. Like, yeah, I think I said Russell Brand. Like Ben Shapiro's been on twice. I didn't know that. That's cool. And it's also interesting how he used to do them live, which is cool.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep. Yeah, streamed 2 years ago.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's crazy.
Yep. Alex Jones returns. That's a great episode. Tim and Eddie Bravo. Yep. Oh yeah, Candace Owens. I forgot she was on there. Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah, I love Joe Rogan's podcast. Like, just so good.
Yeah, he's a really good interviewer.
Yeah,
and everybody wants to be on his show because they know that as soon as they're on their show, everybody's gonna watch it.
100%. Yeah, most
definitely. He's a very powerful person.
Totally. Yeah, that's the thing too. And it's cool because he's like, I like that he's like he's fairly like impartial with like he's kind of just like middle of the road, like
right.
Can see like both sides of the story, like.
And that's what makes them so interesting, right? Yeah, because he's not afraid to call you out and call other people's opposing viewpoints out either.
Yeah, 100%. Like it's definitely, definitely worth checking out for sure. Let's do the second giveaway and see Rust. Anybody? Shoot, I wish. That'd be amazing.
That would be amazing.
That's a long-term guest goal. If I do this like long-term, that would be ridiculous. Joe freaking Rogan. Oh, speaking of Joe Rogan, and I've seen him ask this on his podcast. If you could send anybody to be a Earth's representative to the aliens, like if they do indeed exist, which I think they do, who would you send?
Oh man, that's a hard question.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to give them some that thought. Who would you send? You've thought about this.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely have. I would say, I feel like either Post Malone because he's like so nice, but like also is like he's not gonna like the aliens are gonna be like they're not gonna be like scared of him, but they're also not gonna like immediately try to kill him or like kidnap him or whatever. Like I feel like he's like a nice guy, but like also like I think he's like he's a pretty tall dude, so I think like either him or Joe Rogan. Like that would be the two.
Yeah, those are good picks.
Yeah. What about you? What do you think?
Man. Let me give it some thought.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think it's and I love that Joe Rogan also like isn't afraid to like get into like so-called like conspiracy theories and like talk about that and go down that whole rabbit hole and like all that kind of stuff. It's just so interesting. Like like we were saying beforehand, like with like the Alex Jones episode, like going down the wormhole of like all the things that he's talking about and like figuring all that out. And then I'm reading a book on like Richard Nixon and the mob and like that whole crazy thing, like which I didn't know about before. Like it's so many interesting things up there.
Right. And A lot more. Yeah. It's always just scratching the surface.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
no,
and
100%.
and and the juicier it gets, the right?
Yep. Yeah, like even with like going back to like talking about like I've been like exploring my family history, and like the more I dig, the more craziness that I find, and then
Right.
the more I want to dig, and then I find
Yeah.
more crazy stuff, and then I'm through like several thousand results already. Like,
Yeah. It's
oh,
crazy.
yeah, and there's still
Yeah.
like a ridiculous number still that I have to go through. Like
Right.
it's
And the thing with family trees is, or your history, the further you go down, the the bigger it gets.
yeah, totally.
So the more you dig, it's not like you're finally gonna unfold everything. You're
No.
just opening up new doors every single time.
Yep, totally. It's so true. It's like, yeah, just the more you look, the more you want to look.
Right.
Yeah, it's just like, oh man, you're just like, oh, I just want to.
That I was telling you, that's one of the reasons why I've been kind of neglecting to do it. It's not neglect actually. It's intentionally been putting
Yeah,
it off
totally, because
because
it's a wormhole.
I know, especially with my personality, I'm not gonna leave it alone.
Hmm.
And I just don't think that it's good for me because it's time management.
Yeah.
But I do want to do it at some point. But I'm afraid to get into that rabbit hole.
Yeah, it's definitely, yeah, because then like you start an ancestry, and then you start exploring like other sources, and like
Right.
and you're like, oh crap, here we go.
Yeah. It's just getting the engine started, and then
Yeah, then
you don't know where
you're
you're
just
gonna go.
rolling. Yeah,
Right.
totally. Yeah, have you thought about who you would send to as Earth's ambassador to the aliens if you had to send somebody? If it was
Uh,
like your decision?
Let me think. I'm gonna give
Mhm.
you an answer because I don't
Yep.
want to cop out. I just don't.
Yeah, I just don't want to forget and like get too
Yeah.
distracted
Yeah.
and not get your answer. Yeah, and while Tarik thinks about this,
Yeah.
we're gonna do a giveaway, another giveaway here soon. So post this out, send this out to some people. Got one more oil from American Dude Co. To give away, and then go from there. Yeah, so send out some invites. That's not on Instagram, but like send out the link and post this in your story, and then we will get that going here shortly. I want to get into some quick little rapid fire questions to close this out, and then we will get on our merry way. Yeah, we'll see. Wait for a few more people to get in here. Hold up. Let's see. Yeah, cool. Let's see. Yeah, so I think let's hop into these rapid fire questions, and then like get those going for a little bit while we wait for some more people to come in.
Okay.
It gives you some more time to think about your answer to that question, because
All
I
right.
know it's definitely a tough one. What do you prefer, beard oil or beard butter?
Ah, if I had to pick one, it would be oil by a very
Okay.
slim margin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, oil is like the foundation. Like
Right.
you can't like have a well, yeah, I mean you can, but it's your beard is a lot better with oil versus
Right.
nothing.
Right. It
Yeah,
has more usefulness.
totally. Yeah, no, 100%. What's the best selling scent that you currently sell?
I would say it's between Freedom and American Ass.
Cool, that's awesome. What's your most popular product?
Oil.
Well, yeah, nice, nice. What does your typical like morning beard grooming routine look like?
Uh, Shower, oil, brush, get dressed, come back. Well, I comb, then brush.
Mhm.
I get dressed, come back, and then I recomb again, and then finish up with a brush. If it's being a little unruly, I would hit it with a blow dryer a little bit just to straighten it out a
Yeah,
little bit. And
definitely.
yeah.
Cool. That's awesome. Oh, that's a good one. If you could move anywhere in America, where would it be and why?
Mm. Um, I have a propensity to say Texas, but I know there's other states out there that I would rather be at. Yeah,
True.
out of California would be good
Yeah.
because of craziness over here. But I feel like
Yeah.
I'm betraying
Totally.
California. As a state, I love it.
Yeah.
As what's going on right now, I don't.
Yeah. No, that's
Yeah,
fair. That's
yeah,
tough mix. It's like at one hand you like it, and then like another hand you're like, oh, I don't know about this.
yeah.
What are some of your favorite video games?
I I like playing Hearthstone. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's a card game. It's based off of the World of Warcraft lore. It's
Okay,
made by
cool.
Blizzard,
Yep.
and that's what I used to play World of Warcraft in the past, and
Mhm.
I don't have time for that anymore. But
Yeah, fair.
I saw Hearthstone made by Blizzard, and then I think they used to call it Heroes of Warcraft, and
Yep.
so yeah, I downloaded it and I liked it, and I've been playing it for like 7 years. The cool
Cool.
thing about it is it's on a phone. I can just play a
Yeah,
game and
totally.
then stop
Yeah,
and leave.
that's awesome.
Yeah, and then I play a lot of Fortnite with
Nice.
my kids.
Totally. That's awesome. What do you prefer to shoot? Shotguns or rifles?
Rifles.
Okay, nice, nice. What's your favorite rifle?
My AR-15
Nice.
specifically.
Yeah. So then that kind of leads into my next question. I'm guessing that's your favorite gun to shoot, like just kind of in general, is your AR?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really fun, but I do enjoy pistols as well.
Yeah,
Pistols more practical.
totally.
It's more for like that's I can still carry, so that's where
Yeah,
my self defense comes in from
for
most.
sure. Yeah,
So
that makes sense.
the more time I spend on doing that, the more responsible of a carrier that.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's like it's a little more convenient to carry a pistol versus a
Right.
big old AR.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
can't really put that in a
I
holster.
don't think I can throw that on my back and just walk around town normally.
Yeah. Yeah, you might get some questions,
Hey, what
especially
you
in
got
California.
there? Yeah.
Yeah, people might be like, hmm.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
uh, I moved out here to Temecula.
Ooh, that's a good question.
So I come from LA. Like in LA, I wouldn't be able to
Yeah.
carry it. But in Temecula, they give you the concealed carry licenses.
Hmm.
Uh, my favorite caliber of handgun for practicality, it's 9 millimeter.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's 45 because I enjoy the power from it.
Yeah,
But for
totally.
practical purposes, 9 millimeters is where you go for me.
Nice, nice. Cool. If you could have dinner with three former U.S. presidents, who would it be, and what meal would you want to have?
Okay, so I know this is going to sound super, super, super generic, but it would be George Washington,
Nice,
Donald Trump,
obviously. Okay.
and Ronald Reagan.
Ooh, that's an interesting mix.
Yeah, and I would want surf and turf,
Okay, nice.
nice juicy steak and some lobster maybe. That's always a good way to go.
Yeah, that would be wild. That's an interesting group. Like all totally different eras too. Like
Right.
that'd be super cool. I think I'd definitely have to go. Theodore Roosevelt's got to be one of them. Always been somebody that I'm like a president that I've been a fan of. I think Lincoln could be interesting too.
Yeah, and I'm between Lincoln and George Washington, but I think George Washington because he was there from the
Yeah.
beginning.
Oh, for sure.
There would be a lot more interesting questions to ask.
Oh,
Not
100%.
not that having a conversation with Lincoln would be boring by any stretch
Oh,
of the
that'd be
imagination. You know.
that'd be crazy. Yeah, totally. Yeah, so I would say Theodore Roosevelt. Yeah, I would say Lincoln. Octopus Stewart, Trump, Bill Clinton, Abe Lincoln. That would be a wild group. I feel like Hillary would be like sneaking around the back, around in the background, like
Right.
yeah. Theodore Roosevelt, my
Or in a
favorite,
Bill Clinton
100%.
mask.
Yeah, you think you're having a meal with Bill and Trump and Abe Lincoln, and it's actually Hillary. Just like
Yeah. Right.
she's like trying to sneak around, like put stuff in the food that shouldn't be there. Oh,
Yeah.
trustworthy next no. Nice.
Yeah. 1911s are awesome, man. I I have very limited options in California, and I can't find them. But I've been wanting a 1911 for a while. So
Cool. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about a third. Hmm. I'll have to come back to that.
Right? So you got Lincoln
And Teddy Roosevelt.
and
Yeah,
Roosevelt.
yeah, Lincoln and Roosevelt so far. Trying to think about all the ones that I've read about. I feel like now that I'm like reading more about Nixon, I feel like it'd be interesting to like actually interact with him and see like how he like responds like in a group with like knowing like what I know now. Like it'd be interesting to see how he kind of like moves in the room. And oh, what's up, Dagan? Thanks for coming in. Never sold mine. Oof.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough, beard
Yeah,
beanie.
yeah, that's brutal. What are your three favorite things about America?
Um, the freedom,
Mm-hmm.
the ability to pursue your dreams in a way that no other country in the world will allow for,
Mm-hmm.
and the it's a culture that's built on diversity of culture,
Mm-hmm.
and I like that too. Like I've been to other countries for work and for like I have family in Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, my wife's family in Jordan,
Yeah.
and I've been to Japan, to Indonesia, to China, to Hong Kong.
Oh
I've
wow.
been all over the world, Pakistan, a bunch of
Mm-hmm.
places, and
Yeah.
in every place that you go to, it's uh, it's different than America, but they're similar. And the reason
Yeah.
why is because the people are all the same.
Mm-hmm.
And in America, you got that diversity, and
Totally.
it's part of the essence of what America is, and
Mm-hmm.
it makes it so special. So that's important to me too. So I really love that about America.
Totally. That's awesome. Yeah, most definitely. Um, I got a couple more rapid fire questions, and then we'll do this final giveaway and close out. So make sure you all stick around. But yeah, so if you could pick any former president to serve another 4 year term, who would it be?
Uh, Trump,
Ah, okay, okay.
just because I felt that he should have had his second 4 years.
Yeah,
That's my
no, fair,
yeah.
totally. Yeah,
Yeah, just like just to give him a little justice.
yeah. Because Russ said I'd be nervous to go overseas these days. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, my family's overseas right now. Luckily, they're in Jordan, but it's still a little nerve wracking.
totally. Yeah, with like everything going on like over there and
Yeah,
nice. Yeah, Kyle's on the same wavelength. Yeah, I feel like yeah, it's I, I don't think Biden's gonna make it 4 years. I just it's
yeah. I'm surprised he's gone this far. To be perfectly honest with you.
yeah, it's like I haven't like I wasn't like necessarily like upset at first when he won. I was like, oh, something different. But then I'm like, the more I look into it, the more I read, I'm like, this is not good. This is not going to end well. It's not going well. Like,
No, there's there's look when you intentionally like dismantle uh, policies and
yeah,
structures that have been in place out of spite and for no other reason, you're not doing things for the interest of the country or its people.
yeah,
You're doing it out of some sort of a vengeance, and that's not
yeah,
that's what children do, not leaders of the free world.
100%.
And I feel like his like I mean, look at the executive orders that he signed the first week.
Yeah,
It was more executive orders than any other president, like the last like 10 presidents combined or more
yeah,
even.
yeah.
And
I
that's all
remember seeing
being
that.
that's all it's all out of spite. Like that's not how you're supposed to run a country, man.
No, it's
And
just
it's
you're not
what
supposed to just undo everything that the last president did. And then Russ, I can see from your next comment you're joking, but this is Friday Night Truth. We're talking about anything and everything. Yeah, that's a fair point. It's like it's just so like hell bent on like
right. And the like you say people were stupid, and I mean I think people did stupid things, but
yeah. I don't know
the
if it was necessarily just that.
yeah, and the thing is not everybody is so invested in politics, and
Totally.
they get their news from headlines, from things that are being told to them, and
Mm-hmm.
what they were being exposed to led them to follow that path of thought. The whole orange man bad thing. You know, but you can't. It's you can't expect everybody to do their due diligence.
Mm-hmm.
You would hope they would, especially since they're voting. But the sad reality is not it's
Yeah.
not the case.
No. There's so many people like so dictated by like the media and like all that kind of stuff, and it's just like
Right. Right. And the thing is you got to be able, as a responsible citizen of this country, you got to be able to look beyond that. You know,
Hmm.
there just too many signs out there for you to be just blindly following what people are telling you.
No, totally.
You owe it to yourself and your family. Like when I vote, I I vote and I have my children in mind because I know that I'm going to be gone someday and they're going to be in this world,
Yep.
and I want the best potential outcome for them. And
Hmm.
and it's everything, the way I raise them, the way I teach them values, and the way I vote. All those things, everything matters.
Hmm.
So to some level, as an American, it should be your duty to understand it.
Totally. Yeah, it's and just in general with like stuff in general, it's good to just research and like learn stuff for yourself, and just kind of
Right,
like
right.
get it
Look,
from
look,
secondhand sources.
absolutely. I mean, there's no harm in knowledge.
Totally.
You equip yourself. The more you know, the better your decisions can be and outcomes
Hmm.
can be.
Yep. No, 100%. Yeah, I get this last question here, and then we'll do this final giveaway. If you could go back and witness any famous event in American history, what would it be?
Win any famous event?
Like go back and witness any famous
Oh,
event.
or witness any famous
Yeah.
event.
Yeah.
Man,
Ooh, Russ, that's a good point. Even though they know we know justice was not served. Mm-hmm. Kyle's putting numbers too early. Yeah, it's yeah. I think while you're thinking about yours, I think I would say I feel like I've like this either the revolution. I think the Revolutionary War or the Civil War, like early America and kind of like the beginning, because like there's people in my family.
mhm.
I give yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Pricing
I
for the
mean,
giveaway.
yeah, I was kind of leaning there, but it's kind of boring though because I was thinking about like the Declaration of Independence,
Oh,
but
true. Another good one. Yep.
but that's just people signing stuff. So,
Yeah, I feel like it's
but
yeah,
I mean, it is the core of
yeah.
what
It's where the
people
country
do.
started.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, actually, up until recently, because like my house is in the process of like being up for sale. Like I had it was the Declaration of Independence like right on this wall. It's packed up right now because I had to take everything off the wall, but it was like up on my
That's
wall. So
awesome.
like, yeah, that I got when I visited the Smithsonian a few years ago. Like I went to Washington D.C. and that was my like main souvenir that I got, and so it's hung it up on my wall here.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Kyle's ready for that giveaway. Yeah, so what are you thinking for like the event that you'd like to go back and witness? Like, are you still thinking like sticking with like kind of like one of the wars, or what are you thinking?
No, I was thinking the Declaration of Independence, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
But
cool.
I was like also thinking like you can go back to like the crucifixion of Jesus, for
Ooh,
example.
true.
You know, and I don't know. There's just so much. It's scary. Like it's hard to pick one out. But I mean, I went from the signature of the the signing of the Declaration of Independence to torturing
Yeah,
him and killing him.
yeah. No, 100%.
Yeah.
It's only U.S. Yeah, yeah, Kyle. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, we're sticking with like U.S. themed. Yeah, you guys can feel free to answer in the chat as well. It's always good to see interaction. But yeah, I think we'll hit him with this last giveaway. And we will close this out. And
I still got to come up with somebody to go talk to the
yeah,
aliens
yeah,
too.
yeah, yep, yeah. So think about
I
that while
haven't
we
forgot. Yeah.
yeah while we get this giveaway going. So I'm gonna pull up a open go. I mean, Kyle, if you have something else that you'd like to. Sorry, I'm just getting a message here. Yeah. So I'm just gonna get this giveaway ready, and then so this is gonna be for what did Beanie say? Vietnam would be wild during that America. Yeah, true. That could be interesting as well for sure. All right, let's go. All right, so let's go. So this is going to be the number range after I put in these dots. This is for another oil of your choice from American Dude Beard Co. Again, reach out to Tarik, whoever wins. Yeah, let's hit him with the generate, and then I'll hit him with dots. All right, so the range is going to be 70 to 76. feel free to fire your numbers off in the chat. Everybody that's still in here while Tarik thinks of his alien representative. Oh, there jumps up. There's my. Oof. All right, a couple answers so far. Still not seeing a winner. So if you haven't got a few people in here, so if you haven't put in a number, that's the word I was looking for. Put one in. Otherwise, we will have to re-roll once again. Good old giveaways. It's always the struggle. Yeah, so I think looks like everybody's pretty well answered. I still don't see a winner, so we will. Let's go with that. Let's go. All right, so we're going to try this again, round 2. After the dots, it's going to be 50 to 54. Fire off a new number. See if we can get this one more winner, and then whoever wins. Ooh, Glorious Beard said, I'd go back to when Columbus landed at Plymouth Rock. That's cool. Where's he at? Oh, no, sorry, Russ. That was
that's yeah. Actually, that's one I was considering too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good one. Beanie, enter once. 52. Ah, man. We're going to have to do like 2-number range. This is the thing with like giveaways and like running them on StreamYard, and it's just like. All right, let's try this one more time. 47 to. Yeah, let's go. All right, so I think we got. Go back to when the Vikings landed in the States. Oh, true. That'd be cool too. All right, so we'll give this third time's a charm. This is going to be it. Let's go even smaller. Let's go. All right, so we're going to go. I said 54. Yeah, it's 50 to 54, but we're going to do a new range. We're going to do 47 to 49. Keep it nice and small. So try this one more time. Good old StreamYard giveaways. Yeah, so put your numbers in the chat. Those of you that are still in here hanging out. Oh, I see a winner. All right, so the winner is 48, and that goes to Bearded Beanie. See, 48. Let's get the focus. Yeah, congrats, Beanie. So reach out to Tarik on Instagram at American Dude Beard Co. I can get my autofocus. There we go. Yeah, so congrats on the win. Throw some congrats in the chat for Beanie. Yeah, this is gonna be. Have a look at the website. Decide which one you're gonna pick. Feel free to reach out to me. I've got gunpowder so far. Obviously, message Tarik if you need recommendations. Kyle. But worst case, the website's linked down below. You could always go check something out. Definitely some good stuff. Fashion. Oh, true. Yeah, Beanie's in California as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that'll be. I'll get to you in like a couple of days.
Right.
That's awesome. Yeah, so I'm gonna write that down as well. Yeah. So Diablo was the first winner. Bearded Beanie. Winner 2. Yeah, that's gonna get to you super fast, Beanie. That's awesome. Only 2 people I still can't. There's 4 in here, Kyle. Yeah, that's right. But you can still win by checking out the products. It's reasonable prices, really cool labels, super unique scents, great theme. Yeah, check out American Dude Beard Co down below. Shout out to everybody for coming in. Tarik, it's awesome to actually talk to you for the first time. Yeah. We'll definitely do this again.
It was definitely a pleasure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we will continue to chat and hang out, and we'll do this again sometime. And,
absolutely.
Yeah, maybe get some more people on and do that. Talk. Maybe get Seth and ooh, that'd be fun. Get Seth and Breezy on.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be super fun. Yeah, I'll we'll figure that out. I know Seth and Breezy too we're all pretty busy, but we'll that's a good idea. Appreciate your time. Yeah, excited to try this company. Yeah, definitely.
Thank you. Thank you.
Super,
Appreciate it.
super cool blend. Like tons of great ingredients. Like, oh, where is it? Yeah, like you got black cumin seed oil, jojoba hemp seed oil, kukui nut oil, meadow foam seed oil, like marula oil. Tons of super cool carrier oils. I've been really enjoying this. Yeah, it's always fun to try out new companies. So definitely check out my unboxing if you haven't. Check out Breezy and Seth and Dan C's reviews. I've got mine as well coming soon. Be filming that hopefully in the next little while. Get some money. Definitely check it out. Yeah, definitely recommend them. Yeah, shout out to everybody for coming in. Appreciate the time. Thank you guys coming to spend time with me and Tarik. It's fun to actually chat, like I was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, check out American Dude Beard Co. Let's hit him with that outro. If I can find it. Still
Thanks,
getting used
guys.
to this thing. Yeah.